Happy Saturday, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. What's up, everybody? Tickety Talk. Listen, today's topic is live with no regret. Live with no regret. Live with no regret. Okay, that's the topic of today. Okay, so why am I saying this to my beautiful family? Let me explain why I'm saying this. Hey, y'all, Team Pursuit is in the building. Peace now. It's the movement. Peace now. It's the movement. Peace now. I'm not rocking no AB gear today. This is my husband, God-given vision years ago, and we are in the community today. And I'm excited about it, very excited. Anyway, today's message, live with no regret. So where am I coming from today? First of all, let me let you all know and let me let you in on this. This is number one. I am juicing. In case someone come and ask, do me a favor, those live and watching the replay, kind of help me in the comments, right? Because I got to go really, really fast. I really do today. As you can hear it in my voice, I've had some congestion going on all week. I had a lymphatic and deep muscle massage on Sunday. I had a self-care day 6 days ago. And whenever you have something like that, it releases, especially when you're detoxing and healing. It's important to rebound, get a vibration plate. When you get the deep lymphatic massages and deep tissue, it helps to cleanse and detox. And because I'm on my juicing for spiritual edification cleanse, you got to make sure that what you do and put in, you're still doing this stuff outwardly. But anyway, I have congestion going on. So what's in obviously can't come out. So we need some assistance around here. I have not taken any over-the-counter medicine. Let me just say that. Okay, I was going to get into some name brands. I ain't doing that today. I would rather stay focused on the solution. The solution is, this is my sunrise concoction, and it's citrus heavy. Citrus, lemon, lime, grapefruit, oranges, pineapple. You guys, it cleanses out the lymphatic system, breaks up the mucus. You'll see mucus in the bowels. Now, this is why I'm focusing on this. I'm at the tail end. It's just a little bit. Can you tell I'm still just a little nasal? I've been going through this all week, but this is how I'm ending. This is, by the way, if you guys have been watching all week, I only had one bill. And guess what that bill gave me? Let me show you while I go back here. It gave me all my green juices. It gave me all my green juices for the week. So this is my 32 ounce. Well, while I'm here, because once I throw this in here, y'all, I'm going to be talking about live with no regret. And then I'm out. And in order for me to get out the house, I got to make sure I have this on the go with me. Okay? That's my 32 ounce, literally right at the top. Here's my 32 ounce greens. I got a little bit of lemon left, but I'm actually going to use this to put the rest of that in there. All right? I already have some lemon in here, by the way. Okay, so this is what I'm juicing while I'm talking. So now that we got that out the way. Oh, I do have some green apples that I'm going to juice, and this is part of my one bill I had at the top of the week. This is just the green apples, one bag that I had left. And then my daughter went to get this to help break up, but this was my bill for the week, just so you all know. Okay, so I will be adding green apple to this. I've done that in the past, and my family loves it. This is my family's favorite drink. I can't keep this in the house. We don't buy store-bought orange juice. Okay, enough of juice and stuff. All right. So help me out in the comments, y'all, for people that join live. Okay, this is what this is about. So I want to share with you the power of living with no regret. Yesterday, I had a moment. And yesterday, you guys, it was snowing. And I was driving. And all of a sudden, it was actually by our old home. And a smile came on my face. You want to know why? I had a flashback of my mother. Because where I left, where I guess my intended trip that I took back by my old home, Had to take care of a few things, some business in that area. And while I was leaving, I had a smile come on my face. And let me tell you why. Because I put my seatbelt on, and when I put my seatbelt on, it retracts because, it kind of goes along with your body, right? The new technology, right? That's how that goes. And I was reminded of my mother. And the smile on my face happened because I gave my mother all I had, literally all I had in her last year of her life. I took care of her. I treated her like a queen. She didn't have to drive nowhere. She drove in luxury with me. Like, everything she did to make life work for us, my siblings, growing up, my mother, a single mother, seeing my mother abused by my father, yes, even physically as a little girl. I saw things, but then I saw how my mother literally picked up the pieces in her life. And so it was so enlightening. I called my brother. Don't know why, because he don't answer the phone in the morning, okay? And I wanted to dissect some things with him because my brother and I are close and we talk about a lot of things. And I wanted to share some things with him about Mama truly went and transitioned as a queen. I have no regrets. Mama did that, right? He didn't answer. So I kept this thought to myself in the car, and I kept thinking, and this was a beautiful moment I had. It was so beautiful. So beautiful to the point where I had to get it out and tell somebody. That's why I called my brother. He didn't answer, so while I continued to go on my way home, I not only thought about how my mother was never by herself throughout this whole year of like the last year of her life. She was never by herself. What's up, y'all? Thank you for joining live. You come back to watch the replay, let me know you coming back. What's up, y'all? I see you joining. What's up, Insta? And hear me out, you guys. With my mother not having to do anything by herself or be alone, it was a moment in time where I was joyful. I wanted to share this with my brother to say, we did a good job. We did a good job. Mama felt safe with us. I treated Mama like a queen. I go back, hold on. Her room is still recognized as Grandma's room in my house. Grandma's bathroom. Grandma's closet. That woman had it made. And you know why that makes me smile? I can say assuredly that I have no regret. It's not, man, I wish I could have done more. I wish, man, if only, I don't say any of those things. None of them. Because I gave Mama all I had. Everything. Mama didn't pay for nothing when she was with us. We went to Italy. She lived it up like a queen. I got to show y'all a picture because she had a suite. We went to 4 different destinations and she had a suite. She came to our room and I got to picture her doing this. But here's the thing. I said, Mama, don't do that, Mom. That's not funny. Don't do that, Mama. When we knew we were taking Mama, our stuff was already booked. And because it was booked to the capacity it was booked, they had a all-inclusive whatever for what we did for my mom. And what I want to say to you is this. That is a proud moment for me to come before you to say, are you putting things in place where you're not living with regret? How do you feel about your life, the things that are going on? the things you put in place. I knew before my mother became ill, I wanted to give my mother the life and experience that she never had. Because all I remember is my mother taking me and my siblings to games. My mother never missed anything. My sister still plays ball. My mother was at every game in her adulthood. Mama did that. But now I got to the point in my life where I said, ultimately, can I be honest with y'all? I wanted to give Mama a house. That's what I wanted. I wanted Mama to really have, she loved kitchen, she loved baking, she loved, things that went on. The kitchen was her number one spot. But guess what I realized? And honestly, that was an aha moment. That was a divine moment that I saw. That my mother lived that experience right here. This was her home. My mother lived that here. So although I'm mother heavy speaking about this to you all, I want y'all to hear me out. You have to deem where necessary in your life. Where does that fit the equation? Are you living with no regret? Are there things in your life or individuals that you just want to, make amends, get things right? You have to identify that. I'm not sure what that is. Are you really positioning yourself today to live with no regret? None. I have to tell you that this was the most, I've had several conversations with family and siblings where we would just look at certain things and or view what's going on, and it was like sad emotional moments with my mother. I've been having more joyful moments. You know why? Because although I'm talking about living with no regret to be able to help and provide for my mother, I'm also having joyful moments of feeling like everything she deposited was for a moment like this. What are you depositing right now in your family, in your friends, in your loved ones? Is this something that you got to get right? Is this something that you got to talk about? Is this something that you feel right now? If today was the last day and you had until midnight, what would you do different if you knew that? What would you do? What would you do? That's my beautiful family. That is living with absolutely, positively no regret. No regrets. What would you do different? How would you show up different? How would you talk different? How would you engage differently with different individuals, different business endeavors? What would you do if your life truly depended on it? That's it. Hey, Helen, live with no regret. That is a joyous feeling that I want each and every one of you to live with. Because here's what I know. There will come a time and a season where you're going to be faced to reflect everything you're doing and everything you're not. Did y'all get that? And in doing so, the power in this message is making sure that you're putting yourself in a situation where you are truly, absolutely, positively living with no regret. None. Is that you? Hold on. Elmo, old school. She Kitty, is that you? Helen, is that you? Trinity, is that you? Are you all living with no regret? Are you? Reba, are you living with no regret? If whatever is going on right now, whatever you're feeling, I don't know what that is. I don't know what's going on. Look, put yourself in a position where you would ask yourself, am I genuinely going along in this lifetime, continually just solving problems, going through life, not really living by the true inner compass? Am I really just here? Am I living, or am I just merely existing? I love the great effort that everyone puts in. That's beautiful, you guys. Let's keep putting the best foot forward. But there comes a time, even with that best foot forward, we have to realize and ask ourselves, am I living to my true potential? Am I living this life out with true purpose, true fulfillment, the compass on the inside, is it truly guiding me? Is it? Hey, you all, let's just join in live. The topic of conversation is living with no regret. It's a powerful thing if you can just stop for a minute to understand, understand, and completely overstand to the point where I'm literally living this life out, no matter what, to the best of my ability, and making sure that I'm putting things in place to where my life at this moment in time will never look the same. That's living with no regret. That's living with no regret. So, I can only hope and pray, as I say this every day, that you all are inspired, encouraged to live the life you want to live. You should live. You were purposed to live. And or according to your gifts, the talents, and all the things that you know that are already within you. Here's what I've come to know. It's the challenge of knowing how to do the things that we know we love. That's a challenge sometimes. You know you feel it. You know you want it. But you don't know how and what to do. So let me give you this story as to how this beautiful designed logo, lion. What does lion mean? Lioness. What does it mean? Let me tell you how this came into full fruition. See, y'all thought I had it all together. Okay. Well, what happened was, in the dark season of our lives, when our children were younger, Quincy going to work. At that time, he was a dean of students at a school on the east side of Detroit. But we weren't happy. So guess what happened? We were messed up, trying to get things right. I hope you guys see the little tricks I'm doing when I'm juicing. Y'all peep that? Because when you juice oranges sometimes and apples, sometimes it goes in this way, horizontal, not that way. So I cut produce and because you can't stick your finger down there, right? But you make it long enough. So all you got to do is long enough to push the same way I show y'all with my celery. Told y'all these some little tricks. I keep up my sleeve. Oh, and you guys also notice how my filter isn't clogged and I'm juicing pineapple. You know why? Because I'm using and I'm alternating, and it's still coming out. Let me change this, because that's how I keep my filter clean, even with mushy fruit. I seen somebody with one of the most expensive brands on the market inside of a group. I'm gonna get back to my story. Let me say this. And she posted a picture, or he, I can't remember, at the sink and said, "Oh my God, I'll never juice pineapple again." Why they say that? Well, because the pineapple clogged up their filter. And the filter, they had to stop their juicing session because the filter was clogged up. I'm doing this live while I'm encouraging you all to see this is how I keep my juicing session so smooth, so clean, so fresh and so clean. And my counters, ooh, I just made that dunk. Y'all know how y'all post that emoji on Facebook? My peel just went into the bag. All right. 2000 and what year was that? I don't remember what year it was. We were not happy, y'all. Our marriage, our life, where we were just so unfulfilled. But yet, oh my gosh, Misty and Quincy, you guys have a beautiful family. Our children were young. We were in the first home that we purchased in 1990. Napoleon was born in 99. It was right after his born. So in 1999. So I was 20 and Quincy was 21. And we were trying to figure life out. Quincy was so miserable to the point, and we share this in our meetings with couples and other organizations. We share this story because it's real. This is the birth of Teen Pursuit. Honest to goodness. So I said, I'll never forget, Quincy was so frustrated. His back was against the wall. And we talk about this, and he literally just scooted down just to sit, put his arms on his knees. So he just against the wall, he just said, I said, Quincy, I said, what's the vision? Hold on, what's the goal? So he started saying it, and I said, no, think bigger. Because at the time he was running a gym, he was the dean at the school, and at that time he really wanted his own facility, but it was, all these things, and guess what happened? Out of that dark moment of our lives, Teen Pursuit was birthed. Shortly after that, the same time, the vision that I pulled out of him, it was already there. I said, give it to me. Come on, I'm writing it down. You want to do what? Come on. And then what you want in it? And then, and I'm like, give it. Now, at first it was small. I want to do this. No. So do you want another building to lease to run your gym, to basketball? Or you want your own building? Missy, eventually, I said, well, no, tell me what you want. See? Don't tell me what we think we can have right now. All of you are here live and coming back to watch the replay. That's right. Keep pressing on forward, no looking back. I'm with you. Let's get it. Everyone here, don't think you can't have it because, that's too big. You got to shoot for the moon. You at least going to stop on them stars, and them stars are going to be the launching pad to help you get to the moon. See? But hold on. You can't dominate if you keep thinking small. Because what's going to happen is small thinking is going to keep you flirting with the process. But the moment you think big, remember, living with no regrets. Got to think big. All right. So what happened? Slowly but surely, day after day, month after month, year after year, our vision started coming to life. Our organization was formed. While it was formed, we started connecting with other organizations. Quincy then ran at the time, ran one of the organizations here, which was known as Ceasefire, under being contracted out through Teen Pursuit. He did great work with them. Great. But now, it's time to go on to the bigger vision, to the building, to the facility. The stuff we talked about at the AB Live event in August is in motion right now. And guess what? Some things are still like grinding our teeth. But we don't stop when it gets hard. That's the fuel to keep us going. Because it helps us understand, oh shoot, that's in me to do this, I could do that, okay. If everything I'm saying right now, if we didn't push through all the moments I just told you about when our children were younger, we, meaning Quincy and I, doing what couples do in hard times, we chose, we got to channel this energy right. Because if we're trying to live with no regrets, we got to do what we got to do to put ourselves in the right position to win. So that's what we did. And with doing that, we kept pushing, we kept going. We kept pushing, we kept going. And this is what births everything we do today. Are you living? What's up, my Christian Joy? Are you living with no? Christian Joy was around the whole time I just said Christian Joy. Am I lying? Oh, Christian Joy was there. Trust me. Hey, y'all, let me tell y'all something. She know everything that was going on. What happened in our personal life, our marriages. Don't you, Christian Joy? See? So she'll tell you, I can't make it up. Oh, she'll tell you, look, a sister was done. Okay? But it wasn't until I realized, and God showed me clearly what to do, how to do it. He pointed me back to myself. Meanwhile, while you wives out there talking about, because my husband wanted to, I said, listen, here, Misty, whether whoever do whatever or not do anything or do everything, I'm going to do what I know to do according to what God told me. And then I did this. Chris, no, sis, there you go, see? Chris, no, I ain't lying. And this is what I'm here pushing, encouraging you to do. We have to push, grind, go hard in the paint, dominate that domain in which God has given us authority to do. And we got to live with no regrets. Say it again. Live with no regret. One more time. Live with no regrets. Come on, y'all. We got to do it. We got to do it. We must do it. So now, are you living with no regret? That's the question on the table. Are you living with no regret? I'll wait. The purpose of you having these self-assessments is for you to clearly understand what to do, how to do it. You're feeling discouraged, you guys. Discouragement is nothing but more power for the course for you to figure out why you're discouraged and what needs to happen. And keep things moving. Keep it moving. I want to show you guys that I refrigerated my apples. Whenever you core an apple, do y'all like that I'm switching things up, by the way? Y'all see that? So we're going from here. We're going from juicing. I'm giving you my secrets. I'm showing you how the juice is still coming and flowing and everything. You see? So let me show you what I'm doing right here. My apples, if you keep your apples room temperature, and I actually want you to try this. Oh, I'm juicing today, by the way, because tomorrow is juice day in my world, right? So you guys, you juice twice a week for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? It keeps it fresh. Then you juice again for Wednesday, for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So you got juices 3 days in between each juice session. Can you put oranges in with the peel? I don't, because you have wax on the oranges. Some people do. 2 reasons why I don't. The wax that you find on the oranges has also been found to be on what they use with the chemicals in fireworks. That's indigestible to the body. And some may have digestive discomfort. I personally don't do that because, and that's why you see that shiny appearance on lemons and limes and oranges, and they look real good, and you want to go get it from the grocery store. Ooh, it's shiny, let me get it, right? So that's why that happens. I personally don't do that because it alters the taste. However, as you see, look, see how I have lots of rind on there? See that? I do that because there's still some nutritional value within that. You got your bioflavonoids, your flavonoids, all within right there, the pulp. So instead of just cutting down to the flesh, I still leave that on. Okay? So anyway, I want you guys to do this. Try coring your apples when you core them room temperature, and then come back and core them when they come from the refrigerator. And you're gonna find a whole different experience. This is actually why I left, what is it, four of these apples left for you guys to see them. And I wanted you all to see that it's so different when you core an apple when it's cold and it's really a smooth, it's cold, so it's firmer. And when it's firm versus room temperature, it cuts well with the core. Y'all got that? All right, so here's what I'm doing, you guys. I'm getting ready to prepare for I have a 9 a.m. call that's leading into where you want to go in the top of the year. And during this 9 a.m. call, we're going to be breaking stuff down that's really going to help personally, where you are, where you're not, where you're looking to be, If you guys see, I'm pushing hardcore apple down, right? And the purpose of me putting and jamming this with apples is to get all the mushy fruit down, okay? And eventually that's going to catch on, and then the mushy fruit, the hardcore apples is going to clear out everything you see, and then it's going to just keep flowing again, okay? See, it's still juicing the stuff that's in there, and that's how I'm going to do that. But I don't want to waste time fighting with it, because I want to say this before I go. And it's 8 o'clock. I got to make one run before I go to my live. And let me explain this. In order, this is why I'm doing my Juicing for Spiritual Edification cleanse right here now, right? I don't get prepared while in the game. I get prepared before the game. And the beautiful thing that I want you all to know in this message this morning, and that is live with no regrets. When you live with no regrets, you are doing things even though the expected outcome is not fully manifested yet. The expected outcome is going to come when you continuously stay in the game, remain consistent, and when the time is right, the opportune time, that God-given time that's already predestined for you is going to show up in a big way, and you don't have to force anything because you've already been preparing yourself. Does that make sense? I have literally been interviewing, as I shared yesterday on my live, I've been interviewing my PR specialist. Okay? I have the PR specialist wanting to work with me. Why? Let me explain. The energy doesn't lie. The light on your life doesn't lie. Everything that you represent is as a result of you preparing yourself in the cold, dry, lonely seasons. So when you show up, and it's time to show up in a big way in the world, everything flows. You never have to force anything. So if you're still forcing, you're in the natural. If things aren't flowing, you just have more work to do internally. And that's the purpose of the challenge, in which I am conducting a 30-day challenge for us to understand, why aren't things flowing? When the gears aren't there together, it's impossible to turn. So perhaps you've just been focusing on that part of your life physically. Perhaps you have been working on just trying to get the business going. Perhaps you've just been trying to think right, be right, do right. That's all good. But now, as I've been saying, the good that we've been doing, and only we know this, that hasn't produced the greatness that we know that we see, is a clear indicator that the good just isn't good enough anymore. That's the only way life is going to change, when you change with the seasons. Because I can tell you, I'm not going outside today in the community without a coat. It's cold. You got to adapt to the seasons. You have to adapt, my business folk out there, to technology. Quincy and I had a conference call last night, and we were talking about AI, STEM development, what we need to do within the community. This is why I love what we're doing today, because all this that I've been doing before you all, I'm about to revolutionize my community with this. You know why? Because this is why we're in trouble. We're in trouble if we are in a poverty community, but yet it is the highest revenue that's coming in any Foot Locker. But yet we are in the poorest, most impoverished community, but the Foot Locker is the highest. That means our priorities aren't right. That's what that means. So if we have money to go get things and stuff, then we have what's needed to help these ninjas. Oh, because they little ninjas, all right. But they're using their superpower in all the wrong places. And the moment we can help them understand, what's up, D? That this is what has to happen, starting at the foundational level of nutrition, then we can see our babies thrive in this lifetime instead of loading them with hot Cheetos, Skittles, Pop-Tarts, granola bars. That's my mission for 2025. In a bigger capacity, helping organizations get into the core root of why we are where we are as a community, as a society, and what I'm taking personally as a culture. Because I know my people, where I'm from, we're highest in everything I'm talking about with the health. We got to get it together. It's no reason why we should. You guys look at these numbers yourself. Some call it African American, some call it the Black community. Whatever you identify that as, listen, my community is suffering because of lack of knowledge. Not that they're not powerful, lack of knowledge. I gotta go, you guys. It's going on 8. I'm supposed to be on the road, so I'm gonna see if my daughter can help finish this because I got 164. I'm about to have 264 and a half by the time she finished this. And I got the remainder of this. And I got some juice. Hey, to keep me powerful and energized in the community today. Okay, y'all? Yes, everything I talked about today, juicing does that. Has a capacity of changing your life. Not just juicing. Hold on. Just eat clean. Go ahead and eat all this. I can't eat all this in one setting, number one. And then sometimes I just want to give my digestive system a break. And I don't want it to work, so I'll just juice it. Deemed where necessary. You can juice and eat it. But if you're cleansing and fasting, you're not going to eat. Okay? I hope that this message encouraged you guys. Think to yourself, with yourself, by yourself, and ask yourself, am I living life with no regret right now? Am I? And if the answer is no, do something about it. The first thing you can do is join me live at juicewithus.today. At 9 a.m., 1 hour. Juicewithus.today. I'm going to give the blueprint on what it's going to look like. This is my last live Saturday session, and then I'm in the paint with those that want to accept the 30-day challenge that's going to push you further in your life in all areas in which the gears are ready to now connect and flow and go with you. All right, y'all. I love y'all much. I got to get out of here. I love you. I really do. See ya. Ciao for now. You guys, I got to go. Thank you, Insta, for joining. I got to go. Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. Bye for now.